Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the sprite 2D animation. So let's see what's today's lesson. Okay, so when you are not pressing any key, you are in the idle state. When you press D, it starts running, and then when you press S, it go back to idling. Okay, so this is a really simple like a 2D sprite technique, and today we are going to introduce like the animation and animator controller. Basically, animation is the clips, like individual clips, for example, like idling and running, like individual clips. And then animator controller is kind of like a manager manage states, each different animation state, which is like the animation that we create. Okay, so let's start jumping to another new scene. Okay, so let's create a new scene. Okay, so let's create a new scene. Okay, okay, so that's fine. Let's delete it. Okay, so everything is pretty brand new, and then I'm going to show you where I download the assets. Okay, so let's save it as number 4. Okay, basically I practice on my own, and then those are the previous ones. So now it's the 2D animation number 4. You can name whatever you want as long as you put save the scene inside the scenes folder. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to asset store. What I went to this place. I click and then I click 2D. I click characters and then I scroll down a little bit. This one, nice sprite sheet. Yeah, this is super cool. And then you go down here and import. Yeah, after you import, you will get a folder called night files. And when you open it, you will see all the files. What we need is this one. It's called night PNG. It's basically help us already like make individual sprites. Usually, there are two types of sprites. One is a sprite sheet where you need to, if you get the sprite sheet, you need to start slicing it by click like a edit the sheet. But edit sprite. Uh, but for us this time we download from the Unity asset store, and basically this assets already help us to prepare the best assets so we can just use it. So basically you can just control 8, yeah, and make sure you select the whole sprites. Make sure this part it's called texture type. Go here and make sure it's select to sprite 2D and UI. Yeah, make sure this one. And sprite mode is single, right? Because each one is a single sprite. But if you have a big sprite sheet, you can click multiple. Oh, yeah, not this one. And then the sprite editor will come up. And basically, you can just click slide because it, well, kind of like a slide for you. Yeah, it's really simple. Okay, so we can just hit apply. So all the PNG that Unity knows that it belongs to Sprite. Okay, so let's start with walking. Okay, walking. Where's walking? Um, okay, so okay, walking. Click one, hit shift. Okay, walking 6. There are 6 sprites. Walking 1 to walking 6. So let's drag into our scene. Okay, so there's when you drag all the sprites to the scene, it automatically create two functions for you. Okay, first one is Animator Controller. The second one is the animation. Okay, so we need to create another. Yeah, because previously I made a Lalo animation folder, so let's create. You can just create animation, but for me, I had a lot of practice, so basically it's called Animation 3. Okay, so um, Animation 3, and then this one is called Walking. Okay, so walking inside. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so if you drag the sprites, the whole series of sprites inside your scene, then you will get one. This one is called Animator Controller. This one is called animation. What's the difference between animation and animator controller? Okay, let's see. Go here, animation. Okay, animation is basically a clip. Okay, when we hit here and we hit play. Okay, so this is animation clips. It's individual. So yeah, so this is animation, right? It's just animation clips. Okay, let's see what's animator controller. And yeah, okay, sorry. Animator controller. Okay, so animator controller is this one. Let's see. Oh shoot. Okay, so what was animator controller? So they are different. Okay, so basically animator controller is helping you to kind of like manage all the different states and then put like a different parameters. So and by using script you can kind of like jump into different animation clips by your setting your parameters. So okay, so let's see how it works. So this is the entry, and usually we can do like any state, it's fine. And then why this is yellow, because it's default. Okay, so we want, like, our goal is to make this little dude walking. Walking is the default, and then when you press another key, let's say when you press D, it start walking, and then when you press S, it stop and start idling. Okay, so in that case, we need to have two animation clips in order for the animator controller to switch the states. Okay, so let's create another clips. So basically, we go to Windows and get the animation. Okay, so we click our character and we see there's walking. We've already created by dragging the whole series of sprites into our scenes. Okay, so let's create another new um, animation, which called idle. Okay, idle. Okay, so let's save idle. Okay, when you save, there's idle, right? And then let's go here and PNG. That's fine. Idle. Where's idle? Idle. Hurt. Die. There's so many. Where's idle? Where's idle? Oh, okay. Idle. Okay. So basically, all you need to do is to drag in, right? You create a new one and you drag in the idle one. The good thing is that you can basically do this, so it's really easy for people to kind of animate. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Come in as okay, yeah, it looks good. Okay, and let's see walking. Walk. I think walking is a little fast. Let's change the. Oh. Okay, cool. Second. Oh, this even faster. Okay, so maybe 8. Okay, cool. Try it. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, cool. Okay, so oh, you can basically change the frame like a different rate by changing the number here. Okay, so let's see if we select walking, it's like this. Okay, first animation that we create. Then if we select idle, then it's like that. Okay, so we have two animation clips. Then how can we switch the states by using Animator Controller? Okay, so see, like we have two states. One is called walking, one is called idling. And walking is the default. Yeah, we've already set it as the default state. So we want to come from any state and then to either to walking and idle. Okay, so we make a transition, drag, click. Okay, so this one is the transition. Okay, so this is any state, this is a walking state, and then this is transition. What we are going to do is to do the transition. Make sure this arrow becomes blue. Yeah, okay, so we go, oh, we need to create a parameter first. Yeah, okay, so we use bool. What's bool mean? Bool means true or false. Yeah, okay, so for example, we make walking boolean, and then when this walking boolean is true, which means a check mark, then it's true, then we walk, and we create another transition, which makes sure the blue uh, arrow is highlighting. Okay, if this transition any state to idle is not working, yeah, it's not walking, and then we click this, it's false. Yeah, and it goes idling. Okay, so we can basically see our animation here. Okay, so kind of transition, you walk and you idle, walk and idle. And this one is that, okay, so this one, preview, you can see it's start walking. Yeah, okay, so this is our Animator Controller. Okay, so how can we know that we wanna walk or wanna idle? We need to press like different keys or give the Animator Controller different instructions in order for the Animator Controller to know um, which one you want. Okay, so let's go to script. Yeah, let's create another C# script. Okay, it's called player number 3. Okay, let's open it. Player number 3. Okay, let's open it. Okay, player. You can name whatever you want, but I just like to numbered every script I wrote. Okay, so we don't need this. Let's delete it. And then the first thing we need is to make a public uh, animator. And we call it enemy. Okay, so we need to put an animation into our script in order for our script uh, to call the animator controller. So we need to have uh, like a animator controller that our script can control. Okay, so if if so our logic is if we press the D key uh, on the keyboard, if we press D, then it start walking, right? So the walking state is true. If we press S, then the walking state will be false. Okay, so we need to use input dot get key code dot d. This means that if we press input, means like we put our uh, uh, like a input, like our instruction, and then we wanna get our keyboard, and the key code is D. Okay, so this is, and then we need the function. Okay, so the enemy means this animator that we are going to insert. The set bool. It's that because before we use boolean to make uh, the different states, switch different states. So set bool, we do walking because our name was walking, and then walking says true, right? Because if we press D, then the animator controller set bool will become true and we start walking. Okay, the little dude will start walking. And we can copy and paste. If we press S, then the walking will set to false. Yeah, and since this is instruction, then we need to put the semicolon. Yeah. Okay. This is a state, and this is kind of the function we need to execute. Okay, so we press S, save it, and remember to put this script here. And then remember to drag our character, the animator, here. Okay, so Command S, then we can see whether it works or not. Okay, we are idling and press D, stop walking, and then we press S, start idling, press D, start walking, press S, just idle. Okay, so this is today's lesson. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you have any questions, please contact me on LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, just leave the comments. Okay, thank you. And see you next time. Bye bye.